Girl, while fans were still trying to wrap their heads around the news that Kehlani finally forgave Chris Brown 8 years after he made the disgusting comments regarding her mental health, the internet was sent into a frenzy when Kehlani's baby daddy Javaughn Young-White filed a lawsuit seeking full custody of their child as he claims Kehlani was involved in a secret sex cult that Diddy was allegedly also a member of. Kehlani wasted no time in responding to the lawsuit as she ripped him into pieces, accusing him of using the lawsuit to get money off her. So a few days ago, Chris Brown posted this photo of himself and Kehlani backstage at one of his shows. The picture was met with mixed reactions from fans due to how Chris Brown treated Kehlani when she had issues with her mental health. While a lot of Kehlani fans felt she should be keeping grudges against Chris Brown, another section of her fans were glad she moved on from the incident and also glad Chris Brown was matured enough to apologize to Kehlani. For those that might not be aware, Kehlani tried unaliving herself in 2016 when rumors flooded the internet that she cheated on her then boyfriend Kyrie Irvin. The news hit Kehlani so bad that it affected her mental health as she tried unaliving herself. Kehlani shared a picture of her in the hospital, telling her fans how dark the past few days were for her. She said, "I wanted to leave this earth, being completely selfish for once. Never thought I'd get to such a low point." While celebrities and fans flooded her page with nice words, Chris Brown wasn't believing the whole unaliving talk. As he lashed out at her on Twitter, he said, "There is no attempting unaliving yourself. Stop flexing for the gram, doing something for sympathy, so those comments under your pics don't look so bad," and added, "I'll be the biggest piece of poop emoji, but I'm a ride for my homies regardless. Kyrie is probably one of the only good guys left. Idgaff." Now, while fans were still talking about Kehlani forgiving Chris Brown, Kehlani's ex, Javaughn Young-White, filed a lawsuit against her, and he is attempting to get full custody of their 5-year-old daughter, as he claims Kehlani was involved in a secret sex cult where Diddy was also allegedly a member of. Now, over the last couple of months, we've heard disturbing stories about Diddy, his freak-off sessions, and how he allegedly had minors at his party. I'm not gonna lie, Kehlani's ex, Javaughn, has every right to be scared for their daughter, cause anything that involves Diddy is enough to raise suspicion. According to court documents, Javaughn Young-White alleges his name is not included in their daughter's birth certificate because she refused to give birth in the hospital, as he claims she gave birth surrounded by members of the cult she belongs to. He also claims to have requested for a copy of their daughter's birth certificate and for his name to be added to her birth certificate to no avail. The documents also show that Javaughn Young-White reached out to Kehlani requesting their daughter's social security number, which she refused to give, and he is of the assumption that she doesn't have one because Kehlani is so deep into the cult activities that the cult basically controls all she does. Javaughn Young-White revealed that Kehlani has been in this cult for some years, and while they were dating, he always wanted her out, and issues regarding her membership in the cult were one of the reasons for their breakup. He claims her actions and behaviors were controlled by the cult, including how she was raising their daughter. In the document, he claimed that the cult leader, who goes by the name of Nito, managed to convince Kehlani that he was a danger to their daughter, convincing her that he had plans to unalive her, which led to Kehlani banning him from seeing their daughter for months. Not only was he refused access to their daughter, but he also claims that he found out that the cult leader, Nito, performs religious ceremonies on Adia, and that no one is allowed to be in the room when he conducts them. When he got this information from someone close to Kehlani, he tried all he could do to save his daughter from the cult because he was physically restrained and threatened by members of the cult. He claims not only does Kehlani call Nito her messiah, but she leaves their daughter in the care of their fellow cult members when he goes on tour or when she gets booked for shows internationally. Now, this is where things get interesting. Javaughn Young-White wants the court to order Kehlani to include his name in their daughter's birth certificate, and he is also asking the court to grant him full custody and child support due to the huge difference in his and Kehlani's respective incomes. Now, if we are being real, Javaughn Young-White has every reason to be scared for their daughter because the details of the documents are shocking. Handing over their daughter to members of the cult while she is away is unacceptable if we are being serious. No one in his right senses would hand over his child to someone that shares the same cult with Diddy. I mean, there's an active lawsuit against him where he was accused of having parties with minors, and we have heard from different sources what happens at Diddy parties. Also, why is Kehlani not keeping her daughter with her family members, Javaughn Young-White family members, or her close friends? I'm not gonna lie, if all that is in the documents are true, Kehlani needs to get her head checked. But then Kehlani did not waste time in responding to the lawsuit, and she is claiming Javaughn Young-White is manipulative and is living in his fantasies. According to Kehlani, she does not belong to any sex cult group, and Javaughn Young-White's claims were all false. Kehlani revealed that Javaughn Young-White has been struggling financially for some time, and this is his way of getting back at her after she refused to help him with the money he asked. Kehlani revealed that she would be coming out with proof that Javaughn Young-White allegedly took her money while they were dating, and the lawsuit was a ploy to get money from her. Kehlani also decided to clear the air on the accusations that she leaves their daughter with a cult member when she is out of the country. She said her daughter is always with her sibling, and that the reason she doesn't hand over their daughter to Javaughn Young-White is that she doesn't trust him to look after a 5-year-old girl. Kehlani accusing her baby daddy of lying about the sex cult allegations had fans talking, and they left comments saying, "I really do hope Kehlani doesn't have her kid in a cult. If true, it has to be due to her Pisces moon. She is a Taurus sun, and most of the time they are level-headed people and good parents. We shall see though." Sigh. Hear me out. She has been getting witchcraft work done on her and her career for the past 3 to 4 years now. I won't be surprised if y'all know what I want to say. Just don't want to speak it into existence. I pray for that baby. One thing that rubbed me the wrong way about Kehlani's baby daddy's petition is that he said that when Kehlani went on tour, she would leave their daughter in his care, essentially becoming a glorified babysitter. That's your child. So, do you think Kehlani is truly part of a sex cult? Or do you believe Kehlani that her baby daddy is lying and this whole thing is a plot to get money off her? Let me know what you think in the comments, then check out this next video.